Welcome to this commentated roleplay for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So, I have been carefully considering a few select roleplay rules for this roleplay. This took a little bit of additional time, as there are certain things to be aware of when role-playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Specifically, a difficulty I encountered whilst trying to come up with some specific roleplay rules was how to both reflect the character of Henry, which is, at least to some degree, already established via the first Kingdom Come Deliverance, and my own play style, which is generally more passive in style, more diplomatic. So that was a barrier. However, I've come up with the, I suppose, solution in that I shall attempt to balance the established character of Henry with my own personal preference for diplomatic solutions. Now, a slight caveat to that, in that there may be a slight bias towards seeking diplomatic solutions, but I shall try to maintain that balance wherever reasonable. So that is the first roleplay rule. The second roleplay rule is to maintain basic physiological functions and needs that can be simulated in the game. So these include things such as sleeping, eating, drinking, socializing, and of course, self-preservation. And the final role-playing rule is to use appropriate movement speeds in each given context. So there will be no corner cutting in these respects. So, without further ado, let us select a new game. We shall be playing on hardcore mode, which is more realistic. Recommended for players who are familiar with the essentials of combat and survival in the world of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which I am not. So this shall be a baptism of fire, so to speak. Your journey begins. Henry, setting forth towards new lands, by hands Capon's side, isn't the lad he used to be. His adventurous life has taken a toll on him. Hardcore mode is more difficult, or a more difficult, I should say, and immersive way of experiencing the game. Helpful UI elements are limited both in and out of combat, and navigating the world relies solely on your sense of direction. Your character's position is never marked on the map. Compass doesn't show you your cardinal directions, and fast travel is disabled. Interesting. You can also adjust the difficulty in different areas by selecting at least 3 negative perks that will remain active throughout the game. So we have a number here. Let's see. Very well. I shall return in a moment once I have selected the 3 negative perks and explain these. Back in a moment. So, I have considered and shall begin with bad back as one of my 3 negative perks. So every back has a God-given number of times it can bend. Yours is already past its limit. So due to your bad back, your can capacity is 50% lower. And whenever you bend to pick up a herb or mushroom, there's a small chance you'll strain your back and be left hobbling for a while. The second I shall choose is somnambulant. They say you spend half your life sleeping. That's a good thing. Perhaps the other half won't be so awful. You lose energy 40% faster, and every time you sleep there's a chance your sleepwalking legs will take you somewhere else. And lastly, I shall pick Picky Eater. You prefer to only eat your Mars cooking, only your Mars in a better place, so you don't eat much. So your pickiness causes all food in your inventory to spoil 25% faster. When gutting animals, you're also pickier and get only a quarter of the meat and other items from animals. So, with our negative perk selected, we shall proceed.
Corwin! Over here! Get up there quick! We have to repel them! Officers! One next to the other! Now! Follow me! Godwin! Go and help the others up on the battlements! Stop them! Then, fuckers! That's it! Sword and follow me! Godwin! Follow me!
We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Interesting. So, what is your play style? Soldier likes nothing more than to have a weapon in his hand and wear a strong suit of armour. He is also infamous for his short temper. An advisor prefers to solve things using his knowledge, sharp tongue, and a kind word. And a scout likes to hide in the shadows and solve tasks silently, undetected by stealth. Choosing a playstyle will give you some starting experience points, but the choice of what traits you will develop next is up to you. Now, as per my introductory discussion, I believe I shall gravitate towards being an advisor. Let's select this.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to trust you as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Interesting. Persuasion 1 of 2. You can solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side. In dialogues, you will have a choice of some of the options below that define how you will react. But beware, persuasion requires the other party to believe you. In speech, you try to handle the situation peacefully and without conflict. Charisma, you make use of your noble appearance and good reputation. Might, you try to come across as a hero and protector of the weak. Coercion, you say anything to get your way, even using lies and manipulation. Domination, You make it clear to the other person that you're superior to them. And dread. When reasoning doesn't work, threats might. Persuasion skill is influenced by your other stats and skills. You can find detailed descriptions in your inventory under the player tab. So I believe that speech, gravitating towards speech, with perhaps some sprinklings of charisma and a bit of a dusting of coercion sometimes, sounds in order. I will probably lean away from might, domination and dread, but you never know. We shall not close the door to any of the options. Many situations can be solved by reasoning with the other party. Within dialogues, you have several options of how to react. But be warned, the other party won't always believe you. Interesting. So these are an example of our potential stats. We have the amount of coin we have and our reputation with the counterparty. So persuasion is not about picking the highest number. It's about who you're talking to. Now that's interesting. So we need to be discerning about our counterparty. What you look like and what your reputation is. Okay. Taking these into consideration as well. For example, threatening a bunch of thugs with violence alone is usually pointless, just like claiming to be a nobleman with straw sticking out of your boots. Interesting. Okay. So, let's proceed. Choose correctly. By choosing speech, you'll try to resolve a situation using your diplomatic skills. Or try appealing to your noble appearance. People are more inclined to believe a well-dressed lord than a beggar. Alternatively, try to convince the counterparty of your chivalry and offer your martial skills and strength. So, trying to balance our particular playstyle, which is more diplomatic with the particular counterparty and context. And we did begin with offering a more, let's say, speech-oriented reply. So I do believe he would be trying to maintain that. So let us select as envoys we're offering an alliance.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem and vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky, thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas! We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank!
Welcome to Hardcore Mode. Hardcore Mode is an immersive gameplay mode which mainly influences your user interface and the way you navigate the world. So we have our negative perks. In Hardcore Mode, the difficulty of the game is influenced by the negative perks you've chosen. You can see their effect any time in the character tab under your main level. Okay. So navigation. In Hardcore Mode, you can't see cardinal directions on your compass. And quest markers only appear when you're close enough to them. You can't see your position on the map, so you'll have to use your surroundings to find your way around. If you're lost, you can always ask someone where you are. Just walk up to them, use left alt, and ask. That is, if you didn't choose the bashful perk, of course, which we did not. Combat and survival. Your health and stamina bars are hidden in Hardcore Mode. You have to rely on sight and sound to orient yourself on the battlefield. When your opponent is injured, he'll be bloodied. If he's tired, he'll breathe heavily. Same goes for your character. Okay. In combat, you don't see your combat rosette or perfect block and riposte indicators. You have to rely on you and your opponent's movements. Yes, now this is going to be probably the most difficult challenge to overcome. But we shall endeavour to do so. Audentes Fortuna Ayuvat.